Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for our AEW Double or Nothing preview and prediction show. I'm your host out of Syracuse, New York, Sarah.
It's your boy DMC Grizzle out of Memphis and our special guest down below.
Hey, I'm
Mr. Kyle Prescott. Well, thank you for joining us.
I appreciate you inviting me to the show.
Oh, it's great to have you. I'm sure it's going to be quite a busy day for you today.
Oh, yeah.
So, this is a show a little bit earlier than usual, but that's all right. So let's hop right into it. First match will be featured on the buy-in, which starts 7:30 Eastern. Is that correct?
Yes.
Half hour before the show. So that one is going to be. I just had the picture and then lost it. Hold on. Right here. Serena Deeb defending the NWA Women's title against Rio. Rumored to be Rio's last contracted match.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I'm hoping she resigns though.
Yeah, I definitely hope she resigns. I love all these matches. I love that the NWA Women's title makes it onto AEW so often, but
yeah.
I mean, it also never changes hands. So,
yeah,
but I'm just going to be super excited for an awesome wrestling match because this is a hell of a match to have on a buy-in. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Deeb always has Serena Deeb always has some really good matches. So I mean, I think her and Rio are going to tear it up on the buy-in.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Yeah, I'm glad she's back from injury, and I think she's a great champion, great representation. This is definitely a main card type match we're getting for free in the buy-in, which is great.
Oh yeah. Like Deeb, I'm pretty sure it was Deeb, and I can't remember who she faced, but like she had like one of the best matches in the women's eliminator tournament. But
yeah,
who did she face? I forget that. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to predict. It's probably gonna be Deeb retaining.
Yeah, I believe Deeb retains as well. I've never been a big fan of Rio, but I do understand she brings a lot of fans. A lot of people do like her, so I wouldn't mind her staying.
Yeah.
First, this one. I mean, I think I had to take Serena Deeb in this one for sure. And the reason we're getting this is because her first round match in the Eliminator tournament was Rio.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
I think that was the one that was really good.
Yes.
I think that was the one that was on Dynamite.
Man, I could watch that whole tournament all over again.
Oh, yeah. It was good. Yeah.
That made me excited.
Yeah, a real match that often gets overlooked, and it was like, in my opinion, it's one of the like low key like best women's matches in AEW was Rio and Emi Sakura at Full Gear 2019. Yeah, that was one of the best women's matches that they've had, and people don't really talk about it that much.
I think Rio and Serena Deeb got overlooked a little bit because people were excited to see some of the Japanese talent on TV for the first time.
Yeah.
It's so great what we're doing. I love it so much.
Yes. All right. So I don't know the match order, so I'm just kind of going off based on what I kind of put on my notes here. So second match, or the first of the opening, Casino Battle Royale. I just love this background, how they're all on the cards and everything.
Oh, yeah. It looks awesome.
Mm-hmm. Now, if we can get a deck of cards like that, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. Well, obviously saw the pictures, but like yesterday at FanFest, the people that were like meeting some of the talent and getting autographs, they were giving them cards.
I did see that. That was pretty cool.
And signing the card. Yeah.
See, I like that a lot. I mean, they're so obsessed with all their, casino stuff and everything.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we get an awesome deck of cards out of it?
So participants for this, we have Christian Cage, Matt Sydal, Powerhouse Hobbs, Penta El Cerro Madro, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, Evil Uno, Colt Cabana, Preston number 10 Vance, Griff Garrison, Brian Pillman Jr., Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, QT Marshall, Nick Camarado, Dustin Rhodes, Lee Johnson, and of course the number 21, the wild card.
I have a lot of thoughts about this.
Yeah, me too. First of all, I think I don't know. I think there's a lot of great talent in this, but I think it's pretty easy to see that they're just setting up for Christian Cage to win this to face Omega.
Yeah.
That's
kind of where I put it on predictions.
Yeah,
that's what I said.
That's what I got. But now the one that's going to be interesting is going to be a Joker, because I've heard so many theories. Everybody thinks it's Nick Gage. I would like for it to be Nick Gage, but at the same time, it's like that doesn't really make sense, because it's like, why would he interfere in that match, and why would he be in that match and not just attack Mox like later on in the thing? Honestly, the one that makes the most sense, and I think I think it'll be the one that'll happen. Hope nobody gets mad about it, but I mean, I just see it happen with Paul White doing commentary. I honestly just see him walking out as the Joker.
I've heard that theory. Two that I've heard. One I went with Impact guys kind of invading in this spot here.
Yeah.
So I've heard Rich Swann and I've heard Moose both as potential contenders, and I put Moose in most of my predictions.
Gotcha. Oh, I mean, I wouldn't mind that either. That'd be pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
So I also had Christian Cage for this one. Some other people I thought that they like maybe as a wild card might actually put over might be like Nick Camarado, maybe in some weird, kind of situation, but most of the other names didn't really seem like somebody, or Brian Pillman Jr. If they just wind up all of a sudden.
He would have been my second choice.
Right. Yeah. But I think they like him as a varsity blonde for now. So
Same here. But I mean, like, whenever he wants to do single stuff, and the varsity blondes don't do much anymore, I think he's going to be a great single star in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think they're going to have to do something with Jungle Boy first before they think about
100%. I'm
pretty sure Brian's push.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jungle Boy is going to be a future TNT champion for sure.
Absolutely.
So I think we're all pretty much in agreement here. 2 matches in a row. I think we'll predict Christian Cage is going to win.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be shocked if he doesn't.
Yeah. So next up, we have the AEW Tag Team Championship match. The Young Bucks, best in the world, against Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
Yep. Now this is where I want to see Nick Gage show up and start some shit.
Yeah. This is what I'm hoping Nick Gage shows up. That's what I figured. Nick Gage will come out and cause issues. But I think it's pretty. As much as I would love to see Mox and Kingston as tag team champions, I think the Bucks are going to retain here because. Honestly, I think because I saw it on Twitter a couple weeks ago that they started making hints at it. I think Santana and Ortiz are going to end up being the ones to dethrone the Bucks later on.
I can see that. That'd be really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the Bucks losing here, but I mean, I'd be cool with it. They're so charismatic. They could do that right now if they wanted to. I don't think that they want to pass the belts around quite that much. But you can do a lot of things here that kind of intersect with maybe 3 or 4 other storylines. You've got a lot of cool potential in this match to do basically whatever you want. And I'm super looking forward to this. I see a night full of heel victories, and so I'm thinking that whoever is the Joker is going to have to be someone pretty big, because that's going to have to make up for all of the heel victories that we're going to get for the rest of the night. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I kind of see Young Bucks winning this one as well. I don't expect Mox to win a title right before he's probably going to take a couple weeks off, with the new baby coming about 2 weeks away.
Yeah, that's probably pretty accurate. We've all wondered when he's going to take some time off, or maybe just pop in once every 3 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, I am hoping though that this is where Gage shows up. I hope he shows up.
Speaking of Gage, and we know he's associated with GCW a little bit. I did see a little. This is a little off topic. Spirit debate last night online. Is GCW the hottest indie right now? Are they hotter than Pro Wrestling Guerrilla?
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just thinking about saying something about this, but yeah, let's do this part of the show. Support your independent wrestling scene wherever it is, where it's near you. You can drive 3 hours and you'll be at an awesome show. I got my Danhausen shirt on. Like support your scene, baby. Support that scene.
I don't know if you're in it or not, but I actually run a Danhausen Facebook group.
Oh, I'm in the group, baby.
Oh, are you in it? Okay, awesome.
I'm gonna post this shirt today.
Hell yeah. It's so awesome because like we finally got Danhausen to join after a little bit, and he's so active in it, and people I know who know him personally said that's a really good feat for the group because he actually doesn't use Facebook that often, and so they're really shocked that he's so active in it.
He loves
great.
Yep, you gotta love that Danhausen.
Love Hausen.
Also, shameless plug. The Lockup interview show will return this week. I did an interview with Phoenix Kid, deathmatch wrestler. And it was a pretty good interview. And for those who don't know, a little tidbit, he actually got his training started in Alaska.
Oh, wow.
You don't hear that too often from anybody.
And no, you don't. That's pretty
Stay tuned to the details on that this week. That'll come out Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
If you could take a chair shot when it's that cold, you can do it anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
All right. Next up, we have Adam Page versus Brian Cage.
Brian Cage, yeah.
The Page, Cage, and a Rager.
Yeah. I love those jokes that came out
For
that.
I mean, seriously though, my question is, why is this match not in a fucking cage? Like AEW is so super goofy. They love all the puns. Like I don't know.
It also makes more sense for it to be in a cage, especially with them doing that whole thing where Hangman is pretty much telling Brian Cage that he doesn't. That he can't win without Team Taz interfering. You think they would do it in a cage without, so that they can't interfere?
Right. I think that I guess what we saw with Blood and Guts was that they don't have a way to suspend the cage, which is why they shot it the way that they did. So the whole show had to be built around that. So I guess there's no way to do that at Daly's place, which is cool. That's fine. So there'll be no cage match tonight. But I think that's the only reason.
Oh yeah.
How much blood do we see in this match? Because we saw quite a bit on Friday night.
I know.
I was worried about Hangman there for a minute. He had that crazy look in his eyes. I'm like, someone get this man some water, some stitches, and a candy bar. He's looking a little out of it. But I hope he's okay.
This is my pick for the sleeper match of the night. Like, I think this is going to surprise people with how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could kind of tell when they had when they had their match for Dynamite, you could tell they were holding back, obviously, and waiting for something else. And then when that surprise victory came for Cage, you're like, oh, okay,
Dude, I was so shocked when that happened, but like I've been saying, like as much as I liked it, I wish they would have done that from the beginning, because that's how I think Cage should have been booked from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hey Sarah, I have a side question for you on this. How do you feel about the way Hangman has been booked for the last couple of pay-per-views, while he's still obviously treading water kind of in this, parallel line with Kenny Omega and the World Championship?
I think they're saving the rematch probably for when they have fans, maybe All Out come fall time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It would make the most sense for All Out, especially because you know how AEW is, how they like things to come full circle and stuff. Because with it being like this year will be like 2 years since Adam Page headlined All Out and lost the World Championship.
Yeah, and that'll probably be probably their biggest full audience show in a long time. So
yeah.
Now, All Out, that's the one that's in August. Is that correct? Or is that September?
It's either August or September. Yeah.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the Labor Day weekend, so it's probably going to be the first weekend of September.
Yeah. And from what I've been hearing, it's going to be in Chicago.
Nice.
It hadn't been announced yet, but that's what I've been hearing. I wouldn't be surprised if we get an announcement tonight about it.
I would love to go to Chicago.
Yep.
But I've got tickets for the rescheduled Rochester show end of September, nice. So I'm hoping it still stays rescheduled.
Yeah,
because that was the first show of the pandemic era that was supposed to be in Rochester.
Yeah,
and I was supposed to be there.
As far as this match, like, I'm excited about it, especially because like I love this thing they're doing where they're kind of like hitting, they're making like hints that Brian Cage is about to turn face because it seems like he's getting tired of Team Taz, this stuff. I got it's tough to predict, but I'm gonna say Hangman's gonna win. I feel they'll do like 50-50 booking here and give Hangman back his win.
I'm kind of thinking Brian Cage wins this one. I know we've talked about being a big, heel show. I just think they're going to pull a surprise out here and have Cage win.
Huh. I
got Paige on this one too, with perhaps some kind of a shenanigans from Taz's crew. Maybe they're finally sick of him, or who knows. But yeah, I can't see Paige losing here unless like something.
Yeah.
Because if we do, then we're sending Paige back down the long cycle of sadness that we did, which I thought we were about to do actually again.
Yeah.
With Matt Hardy, and not only was he going to be sad, but he was going to be broke. So now I'm glad. I think this is just a slow upward climb for Paige, and honestly, I can't handle any more of his sadness emotionally. So I'm just gonna assume that that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, let me present this theory to you. It's the summer of Paige. He loses this match, almost 2 in a row or 2 out of 3. And this summer is the redemption story of Hangman Adam Page as he builds back towards a world title match at All Out.
I'm cool with that too. I mean, I can't get enough of his story.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job with Hangman because like literally, like unless you like really followed closely, most people didn't really care or really know much about Hangman, and now he's pretty much become like the fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but I think Hangman will win, but I also see possibly Team Taz trying to interfere and like pissing off Brian Cage, and maybe this might be where we see him finally leave Team Taz and turn face.
Yeah, interesting. Mm-hmm. Moving on to the next match for the TNT title, Miro versus Lance Archer with Jake the Snake Roberts. This
one is interesting.
By the way, happy birthday to Jake Roberts.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one's interesting because like I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I feel like AEW has kind of booked themselves into a corner with this because it's like on one hand, Miro just won the TNT Championship. You can't have him lose.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other hand, you can't have Lance Archer lose another championship match. So it's like, how are they going to get out of this? They're going to have to do a screwy finish here.
Yeah, I don't see this being, the other brand, the one from the Northeast, where you win a title and lose it the next week, or in some cases even the next night. I don't see it happening with Miro.
Yeah, I got Miro retaining here, but like I said, it's like they're gonna have to pull some crazy stuff off to get out of this one.
Yeah, I'm thinking
some sort of outsider interference.
Yeah,
maybe like a double count out or something. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
This this could be. I kind of wish they had saved this and really teased it for weeks on end, and then you have like a falls count anywhere match or something like that.
Yeah,
something a little.
They went way too quick with this.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, and like you can't Lance is really at that point where he can't lose another big match and still be that big scary guy because now you just think that he's going to lose no matter, even though he's just huge and scary and murders everyone else except for somebody with a belt. Like it's weird.
I don't remember his timetable for return, but I can't remember how long Kip Sabian was supposed to be out, but maybe he can somehow cause some sort of interference.
I can see that, but I think he's still going to be out for a while.
Yeah. Plus, like, I don't want them to go back into all that again. Like they just finally split them up. Let them stay apart for a while.
Okay, so I think we're all agreed on Miro here. Move on to the next tag team match. We got Sting making his first non-cinematic match return in 6 years, teaming with Darby Allin against Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page.
Yeah, this is another one that could go honestly either way, because it's like you got the fan favorites of Sting and Darby, but at the same time you just built this team up of Sky and Paige, and like, do you really want them to lose like that quick?
Yeah, at first I was kind of thinking Paige and Sky would win this one just because you want to build them up as top heels.
Yeah.
But then you want Sting losing his first match in front of fans in 6 years. This is a tough one.
So if I could book out of totally left field, here's what I would do. Because I think at some point Sting's going to turn on Darby. So if you do it here, you can have him turn. You can have Darby get the upper hand. You can have the Dark Order save Sting, but not hurt Darby. And then you've got some weird shit going on for the next 3 months. I don't know that will happen, but for some reason that keeps sticking in my head. I think that Scorpio and Paige win this one though somehow.
Yeah,
some way.
I've got Sky and Paige winning as well.
I think I've kind of flipped. I think I got one. I've got one winning and the other winning. I'm not really sure, but with the night full of heels, maybe they do give this one Darby and Sting as well.
Yeah.
Next up, the other women's match.
Yeah.
Cheetah and Dr. Britt Baker.
This is the one I'm looking forward to most.
Man,
I think this is my anticipated match of the night. It's like I've been telling everybody. I was like, man, that new women's title looks good. I'm glad they got it. It's gonna look real good on Britt Baker's waist.
Yeah.
Yes, it
yeah. I mean, I think it's pretty easy that this is Baker's time. Like we've been building it up for almost a year now.
Yeah, they couldn't have really made it more obvious with the, thank you, Cheetah, for an awesome reign. And then, like, she's going to keep the old belt, and then Baker will have the new belt because they're all about people keeping belts. This is like, it's pretty obvious, but it's going to be an awesome match.
I can't wait, man. No, I've been wanting Britt. It's weird. It's like Britt's is, in my opinion, the most improved person in AEW, because like literally when AEW started that first match, I hated Britt Baker, couldn't stand her, and now I've become like this massive Britt Baker fan. I have like almost all of her t-shirts now, and like I cannot wait to see her win the women's championship. She's probably the most deserving of it right now.
What are the chances that Maki Ito shows up and costs Cheetah the belt?
That would be awesome.
It would be amazing.
That would be amazing. I would love to see Maki back, but
that would be great.
I'm hoping this is just a straight up clean match with Baker winning clean, no shenanigans, just straight up beating Cheetah.
Plus, with all the hot, New Japan news, let's not forget how they book a lot of their title change, or some of their title changes. When a brand new belt debuts for somebody, they lose their next defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for this.
Brand new belt.
I'm just ready, man.
Last time these two met in the ring, Dr. Britt Baker ended up with a broken nose.
Yep. Britt Baker, DMD, our new women's champions.
Yeah, I think we'll get some blood in this one too.
Oh yeah, hopefully. I mean, we have to.
Oh yeah. Speaking of blood, the next match, Stadium Stampede 2, Inner Circle against the Pinnacle.
Yeah. From what I've been reading up, this one also isn't cinematic. This one's supposed to be like live and more serious. Probably
now they know how to, after doing the first one, they probably figure out a way they can straight up do it live.
Yeah. This one's funny because it's like, on one hand, I'm a Pinnacle fan, but on the other hand, just as a joke, last year I bought the Inner Circle Stadium Stampede Champions T-shirt that they released, and so now me and my roommate have like the same shirt, and we're actually rooting for Inner Circle here just because we don't want our shirts to be wrong again.
Right.
But I don't know. It's weird. It's like, you think that they're going with, because they did the celebration in the Inner Circle, and it seems like they're going to break up the Inner Circle, but I think that's too obvious. But also, it's like, do you really want Pinnacle to lose? It's like, will it hurt them if they lose? As much as I would like,
you got Jericho going on tour too. So
yeah.
It's like, okay. It's like, oh, they got to be breaking up, but I really want them to break up.
It's like, do you really want them like this? Is it time? I don't know. I don't see Pinnacle. I honestly don't think Inner Circle is going to break up here. I think Inner Circle is going to find a way to win here.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Pinnacle winning. I mean, but I'm also not of the mind that if the Pinnacle loses, that they're going to be weak all of a sudden for some reason. I mean, it's just one multi-person crazy gimmick match. Like, it's not like all of them getting beat, by the individual members of the group, which, I would probably want them to win those matches. But I don't know. You've got so many opportunities to do things. So you can have Jericho not show up and completely abandon, the Inner Circle, turn complete heel again. He goes off into the sunset on tour for the next however many months, and then comes back as a complete asshole. Who knows?
I mean, you make a good point, because you see him; he's got his arm in that sling still, so It's like, is that going to factor into it?
I've been wondering how physical he's actually going to be in this match, or if he's even going to participate at all. But if it's not cinematic, they really don't have many opportunities to, have some kind of planned spots for him, or some scripted things. So
that'd be one hell of a Judas effect with that brace on.
Right. It's a good point, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I had the Pinnacle winning. I'm not upset either way. I just want this match to happen. It's going to be so good.
Yeah. Next up, the International Incident match.
Oh God!
Cody Rhodes against Anthony Gogo.
I saw the funniest thing yesterday. Anthony Gogo posted a picture on Twitter of him in front of Stone Mountain, and it was hilarious because there was really a comment where a comment by a guy who's from America, and he literally was in the comments like, "I'm sorry, but if you're trying to get me to hate you, I hope you squash Cody now after this post." It's just like, you're not doing a good job making me hate you. It's like, it's so weird because it's like, I don't think they expected this to happen, because it's like, ever since that Cody promo, people's been rooting for a Gogo, and he's pretty much the face in this match, even though he's not.
I wasn't really rooting for a Gogo much. Didn't really care for him.
Yeah.
And it was a couple weeks ago, he posted a picture, officiating his sister's wedding.
Yeah.
And you see all the trash he was throwing at the haters. I'm like, fuck, now I gotta cheer for this guy.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. It's like, come on now.
So, like, they're not a company that does things not on purpose. Like, everything that they do is on purpose. So they have to know that this stuff with Cody is starting to come off as like super douche.
Right.
They have to know that with the Calvin Kleins too. Like, just come on, man. Like, they have to know what they're doing here. And I think, like, even though that first of all, if this match is not the second or third match of the night, I'm going to be upset, because I don't think it needs to be featured any more than that. There's so much good stuff on this card, and if this is like the second to last match, I'm going to be pissed off. But they have to know that they're turning Cody into a dick. That's all I could take away from this. I got a Gogo winning, but maybe if they're turning him into a dick, they want him to win and get that, super secret smart heat. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if Cody wins here, people are going to be furious, because it's like, on one hand, it's like you build up Anthony Gogo and you just going to have him lose to Cody.
Is a lot of natural heat, but it's not how you want to build that heat.
Yeah, this one's hard to predict. It's like because I want a Gogo to win, but it's Cody Rhodes. I mean, how often does he lose on pay-per-view?
Cody loses to a discus lariat. That's my prediction. True Brody tribute. It's the one move that he can't handle.
Yeah, that would be something. But you know, at the same time, it's like if a Gogo hits his move tonight, and the match still continues, it pretty much ruins everything that they set up with that move.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's like, I want Gogo to win too, but he's adopting that American Dream name tonight. It's like,
I know. It's like, God, I don't know who to go with this. I'll just go with who I want. I'm going to go with a Gogo.
That's what I want.
I'm hoping Cody, shocks me and puts him over.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm not going to hold my breath, though.
and we need to hurry up and get to Anthony Ogogo versus Orange Cassidy in an orange punch versus knockout punch match.
They hit at the same time, so double count out.
Yep.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Speaking of Orange Cassidy and I assume the main event, but again, we know Cody Rhodes. Pac versus Orange Cassidy versus AEW World Champion Kenny Omega.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Kenny's going to retain here. I figured Orange Cassidy's there to take the pin, but it's like,
same.
Yeah, I would love to see Pac win though, but I don't know. I'm hoping this will be a fun one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great match. 20 to 25 minute match. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
you can see a lot of fun with Orange Cassidy.
So what do we know going into this match from the past? We know that Pac can beat Orange Cassidy because we've seen that happen.
Yep.
We also know that Kenny Omega can beat Pac.
Yeah, but so can Pac beat Kenny as well.
Right. Yeah. And we don't know if Kenny can beat Orange Cassidy is the thing. So that seems to be the logical thing, that we will find out that he can beat Orange Cassidy. And that I don't know. I think the ref is definitely going to get knocked over, and we're going to see Pac, have some kind of a 5 count pin or something crazy like that before he loses. But Kenny wins.
Yeah, Kenny wins for sure. I'm honestly, I'm just hoping that that Kenny wins like clean, because like I don't know how y'all feel about it, but like ever since Kenny's turned heel, like as a huge Kenny fan, they've kind of, in my opinion, AEW's kind of like is starting to ruin him, because he like every week he comes out, he gets beat up, and in all of his matches he has to win by the Good Brothers helping out. And it's like it's like Kenny can win on his own.
Right.
I'm really hoping that we don't get like Good Brothers interference or anything like that, but I figure we probably will.
I can see him coming down the ringside and getting thrown out to the back.
That would be awesome. That'd be awesome. And as much as I figure Kenny's gonna win, and as much as I'd love to see Pac win here, I gotta say that World Championship looked really good on Orange Cassidy on Friday.
I mean, I can't.
Let me just say how upset I am. Let me say how upset I am. I finally get Thursdays off. I can finally stay up and watch Dynamite, and it's on Friday nights for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's on Friday for the next couple of weeks. That's insane.
So by the time that comes back to Wednesdays, I'm no longer off on Thursdays. Which, come on.
So there's a question on your predictions form this week, Kyle, about there being any big debuts. I know that we've we're always hearing rumors of people that might be getting signed. Who do you think might show up tonight that we're not expecting?
I'm really not sure. I mean, the one I figure will show up will be Nick Gage, but everybody kind of figures that. I feel like they have to, because it seems like Tony in his interview on Unrestricted was kind of hinting that there was some stuff coming up, because he kept mentioning how this was going to be a new era for AEW, and then Britt Baker also mentioned it in her promo, so it's like something big has to be happening here.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know. It's like, but, and also, if you saw last night, Ibushi was interacting with Kenny last night, but instead of in Japanese, he was tweeting in English, which was like really weird because he's never done that before.
Whoa.
Yeah. So it's like, ooh, I don't know. It'd be awesome to see Ibushi show up.
That would be amazing. Yeah. All he has to do is just be there. Everyone lose their mind. I mean, we got a full house, it would. Oh my God, they're gonna do some crazy shit tonight. Like that place is gonna come unglued. I know they are.
Yeah, I don't think we can sleep on Andrade either because maybe to promote this match at Triple Mania with Kenny.
Good point.
That's very true. I would love to see that. I'm stoked about that match.
That's gonna be great.
I love this whole new thing where people leave WWE and immediately get into a big feud with Kenny Omega.
Well, he holds like half the world's belts. Come on.
Yeah. Was it my mind went blank. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good show. It's I feel like something big's gonna happen. I just don't know what yet.
Yeah, definitely something's gonna happen.
I hate that I can't watch it in real time. I'm gonna have to turn my phone off and not get any spoilers from anybody. I can't watch it until about 4 hours later, which is a drag. But it's I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. I'm so excited for this one, and they gotta be. They just gotta have something crazy up their sleeve. I know them too well.
They always do. They always have something at the pay-per-view. Even if it's something small, and then they always do something big on the Dynamite after.
Right.
We know Tony Khan considers this, the big pay-per-view. So this is his version of WrestleMania or Wrestle Kingdom or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So something's gonna happen tonight.
It's something big's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure. I'll be shocked if it don't.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we will wrap things up for today. Also, coming up next Saturday, we have our Tag Team Turmoil Trivia Show. We are still looking for teams. Kyle, if you want in, grab a partner. We'll fit you in next Saturday if you're not busy. So don't forget to check us out on Twitter, BuckleBomb Entertainment, or BuckleBomb ENT. Subscribe to us on YouTube, our merch store at Shop BuckleBomb. Kyle, if they want to find you, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Kyle S. Prescott.
Daniel?
DMC Grizzle, all the Instagrams, Twitters, etc. Make sure you're following BuckleBomb ENT on Twitter. I would try to be active there as often as possible. I'm going to hit it hard next week. I know I am. I love me some Twitter.
And don't forget to join us for trivia next Saturday. We will be doing that one live as well. Have a good night, everybody.